One of the recent trends in mainstream Hollywood movie making is that main characters don't gain their success. They just showed up being awesome, cool, dominating, and everything goes their way, just because. Something within the line of proudly receiving, celebrating, and bragging about trophies for participation. Not only is it done to deliver a highly politicized woke message, it makes the entertainment industry not entertaining. Cause and effect in such a situation when business doesn't fulfill its number one purpose for existing, it loses clients and money, making big bosses scratching heads thinking where did it go wrong. Let's hope soon enough they will come to realize that it is more profitable to make good movies for good people than to act like mainstream political tabloids, especially after just recently, not that old but definitely gold fellow Tom Cruise rubbed into those greedy corporate faces financial success of the Top Gun Maverick. During the Oscars, Steven Spielberg told Tom Cruise, quote, "You saved Hollywood's ass and you might have saved theatrical distribution." The reason such a comment was expressed is because not only the majority of the viewers were getting pretty upset with what Hollywood had to offer lately, but also the layer of effective studios management that is shielding their woke fiasco and lack of ideas with the narrative that people got fat, dumb, and lazy and don't want to go to the theaters anymore. Ironically, the moment something worth watching on the big screen got released, viewers proved them opposite. If you don't know, with comparably low for current standards budget, simple story, great team of dedicated actors that enjoyed being in the project and worked accordingly, Maverick proudly occupied 12th place in top lifetime grosses list, with almost $1.5 billion in, proving that relevant, believable people hero story didn't lose its value, still needed and appreciated. And speaking of cool hero movies, we have one to share.
知らないわ、あんたなんか。
Hello and welcome to Darkroom streaming. This is what we do: search the world for highly rated shows and movies that you have probably never heard of but are well worth your attention and bring them to our platform where you can enjoy those gems absolutely free. This time we will talk about a short anime series called Iria. They run the animation. Movie was made too, but it turned out not that attractive. There are a few reasons why we picked this one up. Number 1. We love quality sci-fi. You may ask what we consider quality sci-fi. The answer lies within the name of the genre itself: science fiction. Where science is the process of developing, establishing, studying, and structuring knowledge and common laws of the phenomena, while fiction is a speculation based on one using hypothetical, assumed values. To put it simply, making shit up. The most popular fields of science that inspire the imagination of authors around the world are, of course, space travel, flight, and robot technologies, including AI. Combine that with strong, well-developed characters, mix in some awesome fight sequences, add well-timed, mild humor for seasoning, marinate in alien presence, wrap it up in multi-planetary government conspiracy, and you have quite a serving of quality sci-fi. Number 2. Animation itself looks mesmerizing. Some serious amount of work and talent involved to deliver such eye candy. Don't forget that in 1994, most of drawing was performed manually, making it even more impressive. Number 3. World building. Universe of Iria is deeply developed, having advanced technological setup and coherent political structure. It combines space travel, teleportation, force fields, futuristic aircrafts, and weaponry in an intuitive, natural fashion, allowing you smoothly emerge into the unfolding of the story. Authors had strong core vision and understanding of the complex, ornate world they created, so it harmonically complements the development of the plot. This creates a unique experience of effortless following and living through the adventure of tangible characters. Dear viewer might say, well, it is obvious, nothing new or eye-opening here, sheer common sense. And I agree, but how many times while watching something recent, you had that itchy feeling of being taken on a bumpy ride of the story where a bunch of plot holes and scenario inconsistencies were patched with wobbly irrelevant world developments and spontaneous irrational solutions barely matching the context of the problem. Last on the list and my favorite, strong, interesting, smart main hero. Girl by the name Iria, apprentice bounty hunter from planet Mice, employed by Gomwak Security and Investigation, specialist in martial arts and space navigation. Unlike quite a lot of modern shallow characters that save the day by just showing up and illuminating enemies with their naive, undisturbed awesomeness, questionable skill set, and overall impression like they came from the mind of 10 years old writing with the crayons, Iria's journey is full of meaning, tough decisions, risks, and challenges. When she is first introduced as an assistant bounty hunter following in the footsteps of her older brother Gran, who is already a full-fledged agent, we see a young, energized, frivolous, edgy, something tomboy young girl that doesn't appear to take her job or world around her too seriously. However, from the very first assignment, things take unexpected turns every inconvenient moment. She follows brother Grant to a job that was supposed to be a piece of cake easy ride. Check on a cargo carrier with the name Karma in the near-planet system that had a computer malfunction and requested for help. When the team arrives on the scene, it becomes immediately clear that the situation is much worse than expected. Several crew members are dead, cargo is missing, and there is an important government official on board whose life is in danger. In addition to already unpleasant work conditions, they found out that there is an alien entity on board, known from blood-chilling legends as unstoppable, killing everything around, an ancient creature called Zeiram. Sure enough, it doesn't take long for the creature to confirm that legends about its cruel nature are true. On the other hand, our heroes, Iria, her brother Gran, and Agent Bob, who is also a job scout for the team, are not sugar-coated themselves and won't hesitate to get into a big fight to save the rest of the crew. Without spoiling the story so you can enjoy it yourself, I would mention that things get really dark on Iria's path. After cleaning mess on the Karma, she eventually gets back to the agency to collect paycheck and gather some ideas of what the deal with vessel, suspicious cargo, alien activity, Agent Bob that was forced to evacuate with crew due to severe injury, and brother Grant that's gone missing during operation, just to find out that agency never assigned Bob, Grant, or her on a such mission, while government official that was rescued pretends to not know Iria and being unaware of any recent space rescue drama. All of those coincidences drag our protagonist into the rabbit hole of mysteries, alien-related government conspiracy, killer Zeiram on the loose situation, desire to find disappeared Gran and Bob, while the agency turned against her for asking proper yet inconvenient questions. During the investigation, she finds help from the orphan Kei and grungy agent Fujikoro. Kei refuses to leave Iria's sight after Zeiram destroys the neighborhood where the orphan hanged out in the so-called Shadow Zone, eventually proving to be a useful addition to the team. Now, Agent Fujikoro in movie and animation, for whatever reason, gets a completely different representation. In Not That Stellar Movie, he is simply red and asshole. However, in our case, he acts like one, but ends up being a rather empathetic character, showing up and taking beating every time Iria gets in trouble, lying that Bob paid him to protect the girl. When it comes to the development and maturing of the character during the events of the series, the closest comparison that comes to mind is Frodo from The Lord of the Rings. Remember how in the beginning we see him as a naive kid fooling around with friends, but a mission that seems easy at first turns him into a battle-scarred, fearless war veteran with a deeply philosophical evaluation of friends, life, and world in general. It would be fair to apply such analogy to Adventures of Iria. By the end of the story, we meet a completely different person, mature, skilled, wise, carrying the baggage of loss, an emotionally burnt woman, yet kind, compassionate, and willing to put her life on the line when it comes to the safety of loved ones and survival of humanity in the face of alien apocalypses. One more appealing aspect of this anime, other than it's pretty short, 6 30-minute episodes, that series come to a logical finale and won't let you hanging with the figure it out next season type of ending. And yes, Iria the animation is available to stream free at Darkroom Streaming on any platform. Link in description. That's it for now. I have to go. Ciao.